Damn, Daniel, back at it again with another Maker's Mark Ohio Liquor pick from 2021.
And 3 more. 2 more.
3 more. Yeah, I'm missing 2 of them.
Yeah.
I have 4 of the 6, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
For having not gone to Ohio for any of them.
Which, by the way, did you hear about when that you're getting that?
I have no clue.
No.
Which 2 notes you have?
Caramel corn and
Toast.
s'mores.
You have the toasted marshmallow?
You have the kettle corn?
That's. We had the kettle corn. It might.
Yeah, we had. Here was the reason why you wanted it so bad.
That's right.
The toasted marshmallow is a distillery exclusive.
Oh.
That was not Ohio Liquor. That's distillery.
I thought that was Ohio Liquor. Okay.
No, that's distillery.
Okay.
I have 4 of the 6. I'm missing caramel corn and the campfire s'mores.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm gonna be making a trip to Ohio soon, and I might be going back to the store that I know had caramel corn. If you might want that one.
Potentially, honestly.
We haven't done a video on the winter wassel yet either, have we?
No, we haven't.
No, we're not.
We tried it. He did not.
Okay. I didn't try it.
You didn't try it? Oh,
No, I
maybe it's
didn't.
just me.
I think it was just you, yeah.
Okay, we'll throw it into one of these. Anyway,
Fuck,
Heading
we
for
already
Colossus.
did this, right?
so this one's interesting because there's no mocha.
There's no mocha.
Or menu.
Yeah. And
What's the state profile on this one?
42103.
Okay.
And this is also different too because this one is supposed to not have desserty notes because it's supposed to be fruit forward.
It's supposed to have an apple note to it, legitimately.
Yes.
So I'm interested because I want that note.
Yes.
Let's
So
see.
Oh, I smell it on the nose.
I do.
yeah, there's definitely apple on the nose.
Definitely like red delicious apple. It's like a sweeter apple note.
Yeah, it doesn't. It has maybe a little bit of cherry on the back end, but it's not Maker's cherry. It's like Luxardo cherry juice.
We've now had a couple that sort of have that Luxardo
Yeah.
cherry note versus the traditional
Yeah.
Maker's cherry.
And then a little bit of oak, but it's mostly apple, oak, and that little bit of Luxardo cherry. It's like if you took an apple cider, put a little bit of Luxardo cherry in it.
Mm-hmm. I'm here for
Well,
this.
speaking of which, Sorgel's cherry apple cider, fucking fire.
And
All
honestly,
the
that's
reason
kind of
why-
what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the more reason why to love fall, and that the fact that it's coming up, because
Yeah,
God,
that's why I'm ready to break out the little bit of midwinter I have left because of those apple notes. That's why I'm glad I got that Tullamore Dew.
I have in fact had a pumpkin spice latte already, and I am very hyped for fall.
I'm just looking forward to pumpkin roll, and I haven't seen.
I'd be interested to try a whiskey that has a pumpkin note to it, even if it's
Ooh,
pumpkin
yeah.
flavored. I'd be interested.
You know what I can't wait to come back is fucking Blockhouse Pumpkin Ale.
Yes.
That'll be
I
coming
am
next
so excited for pumpkin ales.
If you want one better than Blockhouse, Penn Brewery's pumpkin roll, that's one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
Penn
of all
Brewery's
time.
is my favorite.
I'll have to give that a try.
That's one of my favorites.
Blockhouse
of all
And
is
they're
time.
always-
local. They're
Yes.
Blockhouse is always my go-to because it's readily available and it's good, but
If you go down to Penn Brewery, they usually have it there. Like they should have it there at the
Gotcha.
beginning of October. The other pumpkin beer that I like that hasn't been released yet because they're still brewing it as of 2 weeks ago, Trogue's Master of Pumpkins. That's
There's
the
a lot
other
of good
one.
is that one an
crafts.
IPA?
What's that? No, it's a pumpkin ale.
Okay.
It's like a pumpkin amber ale.
Because I was gonna say, like, I know like pumpkin is an IPA and I don't like it.
I don't fuck with pumpkin. I think Southern Tier makes awful beers.
I
personally.
agree with you.
Like I am a beer head before a whiskey head. Every day of the week.
I wouldn't believe that if I heard you talk about whiskey, which I have a lot.
You should hear me talk about beer.
Yeah.
I am a beer
That's
person
terrifying.
before. I'm a beer person before a whiskey person.
That's terrifying.
And I will tell you this: I will shit on Southern Tier every day of the week because I don't like any of their beers.
I haven't had anything from there that I've liked, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the whiskey.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's apple in that.
Oh yeah.
There's apple all throughout that.
Yeah.
And the finish is all apple. The finish is all apple. There's like a little bit of oak spice throughout and toasted oak on the finish, but like apple is like the staple
I think-
front of all of this.
Based off the finish alone, they could have called this caramel apple.
Yeah.
I
I
think
do get a caramel.
there's a little bit of caramel and that's what's giving it the sweetness, but like distinct Honeycrisp apple, because I was into apples for a little bit too. I don't know, I'm a huge foodie and like tasting different things that have different distinctions. Honeycrisp apples, this has a very distinct Honeycrisp note to it.
Huh. You know, I actually think this one has more of a blossom note to it.
Surprisingly enough, I actually don't get florals in this, to be real.
Yeah, I don't really get it. So, shall we break out the special surprise for the one-person audience?
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
a local company, Al's Delicious Popcorn out of Columbus, has their own Maker's Mark Honeycrisp Blossom Popcorn. So,
Let's dive in.
I'm sort of sad to open this because this is a really cool thing to have, but
Hopefully it's still good.
It
it definitely is.
It had to happen.
Put it in a Ziploc bag whenever you're done.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna keep the empty bag when I'm finished. So what I think we should do? Do you think take a bite, take a sip, take a bite?
Yeah, let's take a bite now, see what we think.
Pretty sweet.
It tastes like kettle corn.
It
but
does.
I feel like they might have put a little bit of apple cider into the kettle corn.
Yeah.
rather
Yeah,
than
because
make-
there is a slight sweet apple note. It's
There
not a distinct type of apple.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you take a bite of the green piece?
No, I took a
Take
bite.
a bite of a green piece. It
The
tastes like
green
Granny
piece?
Smith.
Yeah, it's a very green apple taste.
Oh, yeah. You know what it almost reminds me of? Trix.
A little bit, yeah.
Tastes like Trix cereal.
But
Oh, that really brings out the apple in the whiskey.
Yeah, let me give it a little sip after trying one of each.
it smells and tastes like an apple cider whiskey after that.
Yeah.
That
Props to Al's Delicious Popcorn because they clearly paired this.
they really did. They know what the fuck they're doing. Like, I actually kind of want to go to this popcorn place and see what they're doing in general now because of this.
Me too.
Like,
It means Al's a whiskey guy too.
he has to be. Like, literally, you take a bite of that and then take a smell and a taste.
And this came for free with the bottle.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to come with this.
I guarantee you this was wonderful advertising for him because I already want to see what else he is doing now because of this.
Let me put it this way. If a popcorn maker can pair a popcorn successfully with a whiskey to emphasize what Ohio Liquor was clearly emphasizing with this barrel, they have my fucking attention.
Bravo.
Honestly, like, I'm a big fan of Maker's Mark. It's not my favorite, but this puts it on a whole different tier.
Yeah.
The fact that someone paired an apple-forward Maker's Mark with popcorn successfully.
And
It's good.
And it emphasizes the apple notes in the whiskey. Like, you take a smell of it again, it smells like apple peels.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Smells like I'm in an apple orchard, to be quite honest with you.
That's impressive. That's really impressive.
Bravo, Al's Delicious Popcorn.
And actually,
Now that I've had another sip and didn't cleanse it with any water, let me try a couple pieces of popcorn and see how it affects the popcorn.
it tastes.
I didn't know we'd go into popcorn tasting here, but
It makes it taste sweeter. Like, I think it tastes a little sweeter and it pops a little bit more. Yeah, that's.
holy shit.
Let me get like 2 or 3 more pieces while it's still fresh before I sip anything.
Now when I go back to the popcorn, I get sweet caramel and I get apple.
Mm-hmm.
This is.
This
I
Because
didn't
when I
notice-
first tried it, I got Trix cereal. I don't get it as much now. Trying it with the whiskey gives it the same notes as the whiskey.
Both of them like complement each other to bring out more apple.
That
That's
is.
so-
impressive. That's
yeah.
really impressive.
That's really impressive. That's delicious, and I hats off to those guys. 'Cause
I'm
that's-
gonna make a separate Whiskey Friends post about this, I think, because this is
Absolutely.
something worth telling people about.
Absolutely, that is insanely cool.
And honestly, if he did this for each of those like batches of
I want to try the rest.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Like the chocolate roasted almond, and then the brownie sundae. Holy fuck! Can you imagine what those popcorns are like and what they do to that whiskey?
Dude, right?
Fuck.
This is supposed to be about the maker's pick, and honestly, the focus is on Al's delicious popcorn because
This
Al,
this is
nothing we
impressive.
expected. We
Al,
did not
you
expect
have outdone
this.
yourself.
he's outdone himself.
Alright, I think we need to end the video now because you've